Okay, so here I am back again because my camera cut me off. Anyway, so finishing what I was explaining to you about the PNF stretching of the hamstrings, right? So basically you find that beginning position where you're starting to feel a stretch, but the knee is still straight, right? And then you want to press against that with resistance using your hamstring for 10 counts. Okay, so 10 counts on that, and then you're going to, basically this is where it cut me off, start to slowly move the leg for the next 10 counts. And making sure that you're breathing deeply through this. Very important. And if your arms are relaxed against the floor, elbows down, even better, because if you're all tensed up in your shoulders and you're like, it's just not as good. So try to keep your arms relaxed. Okay? And then you want to just repeat that until you basically, the muscle can't really go anymore, or it's quivering one of the two and saying, okay, I'm done. And you want to be able to breathe deeply, like I was explaining to you in the very first part. The breathing is your gauge, and so listen to it. So you're pressing against this using slight strength in the hamstring for 10 counts, deep, slow breathing. And then you want to move it gradually for the next 10 counts. And we're talking, when I say gradually, I'm talking millimeters or centimeters, not inches. So move it very, very progressively, very slowly, engaging the opposite leg, through the wall helps a lot, and grounding that down, grounding those hips down into the floor. Okay? And always keeping that knee as straight as possible. Okay, so that's the PNF method for the hamstrings. So it's very important to keep those hamstrings mobile, those hips flexible, and those shoulders, especially in the sport of mixed martial arts. So just remember this when you're nice and warm after a workout, using those meditative postures, controlling your breathing, and doing those main components, stretching the hips, shoulders, and hamstrings, super duper important. And then of course, as long as I'm on part 3, I might as well go ahead and review the iliotibial band, which is also really important on the roller. And moving through this very progressively, finding the hot spots in your iliotibial band. Well, your iliotibial band is connected to the top of the hip and the base of the knee. And when it's super tight, it'll pull both of those things out or keep them, they're not going to be as mobile or as flexible. So, and that can lead to injury. So I showed you all the deep muscles in the hips, the piriformis, and all of those are interrelated. So basically, if you keep these things pliable, you're going to reduce your risk of injury. You're going to be able to move better in general, and you're going to perform better, therefore. So that gives you some really good reasons to keep up a stretching program and do them on a regular basis.